VTV6 and Strata Webview proudly present Uintah Basin High School basketball coverage in high definition. Season coverage is sponsored by Ashley Regional, CrossFit Avenue, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Electric, Pilot Logistics Services, and the Advisor Group.
Welcome to tonight's game. This is the Uintah Utes versus the Union Cougars. I'm Mark Mason. With me is Brian Baldwin. We're here in balmy Vernal, Utah. It's 27 degrees out there, and it felt like t-shirt weather. I don't know about you, Brian.
That's a great January day for our parts. Mark, my goodness, both these teams very aware of the cold winters around here, and they were probably outside a little bit today before the game, but it is game time now here at Uintah High School, where these Union Cougars in their black uniforms will come in and try to stay in these beautiful white uniforms that
you see the starting lineup. Landon Wynn, Jace Wilson Hume, his sister, played in the previous game. Caden Law and Braden Nielsen. Gavin Nielsen, number 32, wears the same number on the football field. And for the Uintah Utes, you got Hayden Bunderson, CJ Baum, Jordan Cushing, Max Manfield, and Jansen Davis. And you talk about this Uintah program, I'm a little bit more familiar with them, but you got Bunderson can pretty much pick whatever spot he wants to get to. He's got speed. And then you talk about on the offensive side, we've got players that can dunk, players that can shoot. They're exciting. And we mentioned it in the girls' broadcast, but it's worth mentioning again. They're playing a good brand of ball this year, and there's several games, Brian, where they've only missed one or two. It's just a difference between 1 or 2 points. This is our second game of the season. You'll see on the television with the broadcast for the upcoming games. We've got January 17th, Morgan at Uintah, and then we'll go right away to Morgan at Union on the 21st. Rich at Tabiona. Then the follow-up game, the Uintah at Union, which we're all looking forward to. Then we go into the west side of the valley and we got Tabiona at Altamont, Juan Diego at Union, Manila at Duchesne, and then we'll wrap up with the ever fun Duchesne at Altamont game on February 26th.
Rematch of the game we saw last Friday.
Yep, we'll bookend the whole season with the Duchesne and Altamont games. And going into tip-off, it's exciting. Both programs sitting at about the same spot, but it doesn't matter when it comes to region play. Everybody's 0-0 right now. The Utes control the tip-off. And that goes to Jordan Cushing. And one of the fun facts about Jordan Cushing is they went to a game and they had a dunk contest. And Jordan won the dunk contest, and he won the battle right there on the backdoor cut for the first 2 points of the game.
What a great play to start the game with. I'll tell you, just a backdoor cut. Yep. Union comes in with experience. 4 of the 5 starters, seniors for Union. Gavin Nielsen, you can see there's a lot of power underneath, just barely missing that one, but he is going to be a force all day. And he's got his eyes. He's got his eyes on Cushing right there. Watch Gavin Nielsen and Cushing. That's the matchup. Just watch them. Cushing's got the ball. They're going to try to get it to him.
Well, and I like what they did there. They came off with the rebound, pushed it up the court really fast, saw there was nothing, then set in their half-court offense. So often you're in a hurry to do something. You just fiddle the ball away with a bad shot. But here's some good patience, lots of cuts, good spacing.
They get that ball around in a hurry, don't they? Nice play inside.
Oh, boy.
And he draws the foul.
Oh, wow, I like that. CJ Baum with a nice move underneath. First to catch the ball, Brian. That was a difficult pass to catch. And he came up with it with some strength. And then did you see the ball fake?
Yeah, the over pursuit by Union left him to be able to turn and just take on Landon Wynn. Landon Wynn, goes for the fake, is up in the air, and he draws two. It draws a foul right away. It's going to be underneath, though. Let it. Okay, good job right there.
And the nice thing here is they've got 2 or 3 players that can really handle the ball up top. I mentioned Bunderson. He can get anywhere he wants. Davis can do good things with the ball. And believe it or not, some of the big fellows have got a good handle. So with this 5-out pass and cut offense that they like to run, it takes people that can handle the ball on all positions. Little pick and roll.
And they like to get that ball around and hurry. There's a lot of intensity in this game already. Cushing right there.
Boy, Cushing, what a strong take from the left corner. And he comes across the face of 3 defenders and just goes all the way across and uses the rim as a defender and comes off the right side. Not as a defender, as kind of almost as a screener, takes his defensive player off of him. Boy, what a beautiful entry pass. But even better, Cushing with a nice block. And they're down in a hurry and misses, but the putback is good. That's number 5, C.J. Baum.
It's like a highlight film already for Uintah, and Union knows it. That's why they're calling a timeout right here. 6-0 for the Utes, as most of all their buckets are layups.
Yeah.
Even on the missed layup, a rebound putback for 2 points. So 6-0, and Union's not hitting the shot or two they've had, but really, Uintah's playing great defense, and it's leading to great offense.
Yeah, and that's what they say. The easiest offense is great defense, and that's what they're doing. And then the ball movement on the offensive side is really impressive. You know, and you see Cushing. Now you remember Cushing's older brother,
Jordan.
No, Jordan's who's playing right now. I don't remember.
Matthew.
Yeah.
Matt Cushing. Yes.
Matt Cushing.
And you know what? It just reminded me. Those Cushings are probably watching live thanks to Jiffy Lube on the Strata WebView. I know we've had viewers from Ohio, Heidi out there. We've had Cushings from all over the country. Obviously they've all played ball, and so they're all watching each of their younger siblings grow up through this UNA youth system. So welcome, Cushing family, if you are watching.
You know, and Matt was the big bruiser. He was just so strong. And you look at Jordan, he's slender, he's quick. But boy, the kid's got some hops, had a nice block earlier. And you can see he's got that shot blocker's mentality. He's just got his hands up waiting for that ball to come.
But he's also running the ball right here.
This is what I'm talking about. And when you got handle on 4 of the 5 positions that can do anything they want from the top of the arc, that's really hard to defend. Bunderson goes left side. Boy, he gets past his guy and looks like what could have been a foul call as he falls down. Cushing for another, misses that jumper. So 6-0. The Cougars, nothing's gone right yet, so they're going to want to set up in their half court, see what they can do. There's lots of ball fakes. You're going to see Gavin Nielsen. Gavin's so special on the basketball court, two-way athlete. Bunderson loses off his feet.
Nice shot.
Boy, that's a polished move, Brian. You know, you see Max Mansfield, he takes the ball, absorbs the pressure while he's spinning, and in the air sets himself and makes a beautiful 10-foot shot. Boy, that's a nice post present for Mansfield.
Wow, turnover, unforced turnover.
When it rains, it pours, and you see right there just a pass that hits Landon Wynn in his hands, and 99 times out of 100 he catches that, but right now nothing's going right. So they come into a full court press, and that's dangerous against a team that can pass as well as the Utes. And right now they just are reversing the court and waiting for the hole to open up. And they've opened it to the open space. You don't see that very often where a player will just put it to the open space and make his teammate run to it. Nice ball fake, but a miss there, Brian.
Yeah, you know what? You've got to take some shots early on to get the blood pumping in the right way. I mean, you got to get that feeling in your shot. Right there, it looked like it was just a little stiff. But I'll tell you what, Uintah's come out with some energy, and it's shown. And they're going to call a blocking foul there on Cushing.
Yeah, he did shift into him, but it's a pretty tight call. Both players hit the deck, so they had to call something. That's Jace Woolstenhume with the dribble drive. Cougars ball underneath.
So 8-0, 3:40, and it's already taken kind of the tone of the girls' game. But a three-point shot off.
Just missed. Yep. Boy, it's coming straight at me, Brian, and it was straight on. He just was a little bit short on that.
Maxfield can't miss that elbow shot.
He does, but it was a good look.
Little frozen rope, but he just saw how open he was. He's like, wow, I got to take that.
Well, the turf monster almost took down Gavin Nielsen. Little hesitation. He's out of control, loses the ball. That's a good no call. Timeout here. We got shoelaces. So Cushing causes the first delay of game. Tonight's game brought to you by the Advisor Group, financial planning, benefit packages, insurance, or retirement plans. We have a specialized team to help meet your needs. We are the firm of firms, the Advisor Group. Boy, look at the packed house. Yeah. You know, and you didn't see this when they were having the 1-15 seasons. Now they're winning and competing, and everybody's out to, to cheer them on. Mansfield's got a great group right now. Boy, nice look. We've had,
That's
wow.
A good call for the home fans. You wonder if he got out of his hands before he fell over. But going back to the crowd, Mark, I'll tell you what, you are exactly right. I noticed right away when the team came on the court, it was just louder than you're used to.
Yeah, it sure did. Looked like Ty Winterton got that ball out of his hands, Brian, you're right. But, boy, they're louder. It's harder for me to hear you. It must be harder for the Cougars to communicate out there. Boy, look at that. Cushing
lost the
yeah, and you could see him do just that with his hands. He flexed them 4 or 5 times. Let's see. Winterton saves the ball, goes out for a three-pointer, misses it. Up high is Mansfield, and here comes the break, and there's runners. You got Cushing on the weak side. Bunderson finds. Now they're going to set up in their half-court set.
Cushing, green light, 3.
Man, the 3-ball, and I'll tell you right now, he had Weston Horrocks right in his face. That wasn't a free shot. He had a challenge to get that up and over Horrocks, and Horrocks can get up in the air.
11-0 Utes.
And all of the damage, well, not all the damage, but 7 points coming from Cushing. Then you've got Mansfield with 2. And you've got C.J. Baum with the nice move underneath with 2.
Sometimes the most elusive points of the game can be the first ones. And there
they are.
That settles it right there, yeah.
Yep.
But, I used to love watching Carl Malone, John Stockton, because the first play of every Jazz game was the exact same. John Stockton would somehow get a layup, a pass just right underneath the basket for an easy 2.
Bunderson gets up there. He gets the ball swatted, but with a great effort, gets the ball back, puts it up on top, missed 3-ball, and then the Cougars come up with the ball. They're running. They've got numbers right now. Ooh. A little bit of a touch foul.
Going to go to the free throw line. Now, to finish that thought, the first play of the game for the Jazz back in the Carl Malone, John Stockton era was always a cut underneath. Let's see what this foul looks like. But John Stockton would get an easy layup. And there's a little contact on the wrist right there. But there was always just that quick 2 points at the beginning of every game. You wonder if they do that just to break that ice of getting that first bucket out of the way.
Yeah, you know how nervous it gets.
Yeah.
Tonight's game brought to us by CrossFit Avenue. Family and student discounts available. Make sure you see the CrossFit on North Vernal Avenue, hence the name, CrossFit Avenue. Yeah, you're right. You get the nerves going, and you just got to get. Once you take it, in football it's the first hit, and basketball it's the first made basket. It's just getting into your routine, and you're right. You call a set play that works. Why not?
And as long as the goose egg is up there, you press, and you try harder, and you start forcing things.
Oh, that's a save ball that they should have probably just let go out of bounds. Gavin Nielsen gets it, and that's probably fortunate for the Utes. He gets it back up top, but Mansfield must have got him on the body, but the hand was clean, and I think that's where he placed it. You're going to see on the replay right here on the dribble drive, you see Caden Law comes in, and yeah, it's with the left arm that he does the foul. He does block the shot clean. He fought the law, but the law won, Brian.
Well, Union's all of a sudden on a 6-0 scoring run, but you wonder how many times these players have played against each other from 4th, 5th grade. As soon as you start scheduling those games inner city, between Duchesne, Tabiona, Altamont, Roosevelt, and Vernal, they've been playing each other since then. Now they're juniors, seniors, and there's got to be some rivalries out there. There's got to be some ways in which they, know these other opponents well.
Boy, Bunderson's got to be careful. Could have easily turned into a foul. Doesn't. Turnover. Back to Bunderson. Boy, he got into the lane, and he just didn't have the touch to finish the short pass. Boy, look at the hustle. You see Braden Nielsen, and that's the younger brother to Gavin Nielsen. But he comes diving into the scorer's table. I'm glad there's pads on that. Mansfield's not happy about something. Not happy about something. They've got him all the way back to the coach's box line. But yeah, he crossed half court to complain about whatever it was.
You got to be careful when the ref starts noticing where you're at, because then they won't let you leave that spot.
There's a foul. You see Ty Winterton. Now Ty is the quarterback for the football team. Well, they have the change of pace on the quarterback, but he plays the more traditional quarterback spot. And he's got some athletic ability. He just got caught with a body check there up the top. It's almost like a stall offense going on. And right now, the Cougars are just playing into the Utes' hands by making silly fouls at the top of the key.
Well, they're just playing.
You see Braden Nelson come up here. They've got this little weave stall going on. You know, and he's in perfect position for a trap, but instead he reaches in and hits the arm.
Yeah, with 9 seconds left, they're just making sure there's just one shot left.
Yeah.
And there it is right there. Oh.
Boy, he doesn't have a lot of touch at the rim, but with 1 second left, and you think that was the one that's going to be it. But instead of pressing their advantage, the Utes are going to have to be satisfied with an 11-7 lead over the Union Cougars. And with that, we're going to take a short break and hear a word from our sponsors.
Ashley Regional Medical Center invites you to meet their new general surgeons, Dr. Trevor Mathis and Dr. Dennis Lewis. If you need a gallbladder surgery, a hernia repair, a biopsy, or a colonoscopy, the surgeons at Northeastern Utah General Surgery can help. Dr. Lewis has many years of experience in all types of general surgery. Dr. Mathis has recently completed his surgical residency and is trained in all the latest surgical techniques. Call today to set up an appointment.
Back here at the Uintah home court here in balmy Vernal, Utah, as we mentioned before. And we talk about those runs, Brian, 11-0 run to start for the Utes. Then they go ice cold, even though they had looks at the rim. They haven't hit anything since then. And a 7-0 run by the Cougars to claw right back into the game.
Yeah, it was a little worrisome if you're a Cougar fan. 11-0 was the score. But then they wake up, and like we said, you got to break the ice. You got to get those first points, and then they start coming. And now the game is probably going to be a well-played game both ways. It's always hard to score those first 2 points on someone else's court. And, well, here they are. Now they've got the ball, a chance to take it from 4 down to 2 or 1.
When the best part about having friends on the Union side of the ball is you get text messages that correct you when you're wrong. And Braden and Gavin aren't brothers, they're cousins. And there you see the cousin, the senior cousin, Gavin Nielsen with a pump fake. It gets him up in the air, tries to use his strength to get the and one. Instead, he'll shoot 2 points. CJ Baum bit on the pump fake, got up in the air, and that's a pretty helpless feeling, Brian. You're as high as you can jump, and you know you're in trouble.
Yeah, well, you'll see right here. I mean, basically, you just got to try to.
And right there, they just flat forgot about Gavin.
Yeah.
Yep.
One thing you've got to consider each time you jump, you should never lean into a jump. You should always jump straight up. And right there, you saw him kind of leaning across, and that just opens the door for him to, either uppercut you with his body or look at that pass.
Boy, and there's Mansfield gets pushed off his spot, but up for a 3, and that rattles home. Jens and Davis.
And appropriately wearing number 3 with a 3-point shot.
Boy, nice seal down there on that post play. Landon Wynn. And then it goes up for the 3-ball. Now we're trading 3 Rockets here.
2-point game. This is when it gets fun, Mark. If the whole game's like this, I'm satisfied.
Absolutely. Good patience moving the ball around.
He brought the ball down. Union rips that away, back the other direction.
And the Utes did it earlier with passes on the fast break and with defense. And now the Cougars are doing it on their half-court set.
And now that they're within 2, they can take some time and not feel so hurried to try to get back into the game. But a 3-point shot could put them up. Bank, no good.
But, you know, what often happens with the 3-ball.
There it goes.
It's a long rebound. And there you see number 11, Caden Law, gets a rebound, sets even though he was 4 feet off the line. And the Union Cougars with the first lead of the ball game.
And that's how quick
it goes right away that quickly. Boy, Bunderson with the left hand in traffic. And you know, we were talking about his first few shots didn't have any touch, and that shot was the opposite of that. Full speed, lays it up soft with the left hand. And you see there, Landon Wynn couldn't handle the entry pass.
Some substitutions coming in, Cushing back into the game, and also 22 for Uintah, Jury Bettis.
Is that Jerry's first appearance of the game?
I believe so.
You know, he got a lot of minutes last year.
And there's a timeout on the floor. So let's highlight some of the sponsors. CrossFit Avenue, I was saying during one of the commercials earlier, I kind of miss going there. I did that during the summer. I don't exactly have time right now with my schedule, but as soon as the summer schedule opens up and I've only got one job, I'm going to be heading over to CrossFit Avenue because not only do they help you get ramped up to where you're supposed to be so you can do the full workout, they help you with record keeping. They give you some great advice on nutrition, on just some other things that you can do. They watch you closely. They've got some very well-trained, certified cross trainers.
And it's usually a very small, it's almost like having your own personal trainer for a very affordable price. You see Scott Mansfield down there, and this is probably one of his best years as head coach for a while, but he's passionate about the game and he teaches these kids. And they've got a good run here, and like I say, there's just 3 or 4 games away from really being on the high side of 500. Instead, they're just a little below 500 right now. At what is it, 5-8 right now. The last game was a heartbreaker. 3-point turnaround, fading shot with 2 guys in your face against West, and the guy hits it to win.
Sounds a lot like that Park City game a couple years ago I was able to see. You know, there's so many. Basketball is wonderful because, you know.
Nothing's done until it's done.
Yeah, exactly.
But Brian, maybe you can help me out. We don't have a 13 on the roster.
Well, there's 2 number 12s. Maybe is that McNamara? I'm not sure. It's not Cushing, obviously. But not sure who that is.
Yeah, it's probably Brady McNamara. You're probably right. I should know that. But this is how the Utes did it earlier. Quick passing. Bunderson leads it. And I'll tell you what, nice finish at the end. It's just about numbers, and it made it easy.
Nice move. Oh.
Kevin Nielsen, all brute force. That's how he runs through the line. And there's McNamara. They wave it off and make it on the ground.
They give you no continuation in high school, do they? None. They're waving it off before he's even taken that step.
Boy, and you know, it seemed like it was on the step that the foul came. Well, that's the 16th foul for the Union Cougars. Utes set up in their set piece here.
What are we doing? Offensive foul? Looks like it.
Yeah, and I think they called that on Cushing, the way he's got his hand over his face.
And he's out.
Watch how he burns here. And he comes out. That's 3rd team foul.
No, 3 on Cushing.
Yeah, no, three on Cushing. Excuse me.
5th team foul.
5th team foul. Cushing a quick hook, or excuse me, Coach Mansfield with a quick hook. 5:21 in the second period. That's a big blow to the Utes offense. But they can do it other ways. It's not a one-man show here. Quick hands, McNamara, and then the hustle play. Gets up high in the air and bounces it off the Cougar leg.
What a great play. What an awareness of the court. You can't save it anywhere else because you'll probably throw it away. But you've got that defender right there. We saw that with Christopherson in the girls' game earlier.
Oh, boy. There's that lack of touch. Bunderson he's on full tilt right now. Pass it in, good patience by Gavin.
It's a good shot. I was going to say that's a good shot.
Get it up the court in a hurry. Ooh, and that's going to be a technical foul.
Why?
They give him the basket. No, just a foul, excuse me. Because they hit the backboard. And it must have been the follow through. So you see, look at this play.
Yeah, he's just slapping the board, trying to see if he can get a piece of the ball.
Yeah,
that's some good physical. He's rubbing his elbow.
When you see what happened, Landon Wynn, you see how high he got up?
Yeah.
And it was when he landed that he fouled.
So they're giving him the 2 points. They're realizing that the contact was probably long after the play.
Okay, so this is probably the right call. Mansfield doesn't like it. And anytime you have a coach you got lined up, he did land on him, but it would have been just a goaltend if he'd missed.
Yeah.
That's what it would have been, even if he didn't contact the ball, because with that action, you can move the backboard and the rim. So they've called it and then set it back up. 2015, Utes with the 5-point lead. Cougars battling down low, and then they kick out a little bit long. Boy, and I like the way Bunderson looks, because look at that. That's just the way you do it. 3/4 length pass across the court. Number 22 up, scoops it in. 7-point lead.
Just like that, it was a 1-point lead to 7. Boy, Uintah really can't get out and push the ball and get ahead in a hurry.
Boy, Jerry Bettis is making the most of his minutes. After subbing in, he has a quick 7 points. He's second leading scorer for the Utes. Entry pass, and this is a staple.
Watch how
of
Maxfield.
The Union offense is that high-low where they go inside. And you'll remember last year they had Wood, and who was the other guy, the real big. They dominated both of the Uintah and Cougar games.
Well, Mansfield on that defense, he was just holding tight. He wasn't going for any swipes. He actually had his eyes on the navel or the sternum. His eyes were down, not looking at the ball. He's just watching the player rather than the ball. And sometimes you need to do that down low post because, you get your hands up there, you're going to foul. But I kind of liked watching his eyes right there and seeing how he was just kind of holding put. Union couldn't do anything right there.
Bettis with the 3-ball misses. Bunderson comes up over the back. That's going to be his. Is that his third foul as well?
No, second.
Second foul, excuse me. But that was one of those silly fouls that you wish a guy would never get. Excuse me, that is his first foul. He's got 2 points on the night.
We were both wrong. There you go.
The way he's flying all over the ball, you never know.
Taken away.
Coming the other way real quick. Bettis with the pass back in. Oh, they call a block. But I think the Utes would have rather had the bucket because you saw McNamara found the runner. Look how quick the Utes are in the transition.
Yeah, that's what's got them that 7-point lead right away. They had the 1 point and then just 3 buckets like that. You see them down. When you do push things, it gives the defense less time to set up an offense. Watch this. Even though he had to stop, he still had 4 guys behind him pushing things. And you got some latecomers on the Union Cougars. 25 there, Braden Nielsen, just the last one down court. And so when you can outnumber a team, you're always going to find a lane open.
McNamara on the line. He goes for the first, misses it. Or is that his second? I might have been talking and missed it. Who knows? Oh, we're in the 1-and-1 situation. That's why we're shooting there.
Oh, saved and just thrown right to Uintah. All right, now Union's back on D, so watch what Uintah does now that they have to start from scratch, so to speak, instead of push and transition.
And where they scored from the half-court set earlier was Cushing, who's on the bench. But nice moves, but even better defense. Baum with the up and under move, but coming over, Landon Wynn with that long arm span, and he just knocks it out of bounds volleyball style.
Yeah, the help came in just in time for Union right there.
Running their set piece to get it inbounds.
Oh, he just kind of pushed his way in there, but he drew the foul
Boy,
doing
he got
that.
bailed out.
He was leaning in there awful hard.
Yeah, he was out of control. He catches this ball, and he's immediately out of control. He hasn't got the ball. And Ty Winterton, who's kind of just the unfortunate victim of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. So that puts the Utes on the line for the 1-and-1 again. Or did they call that on the shot? I need to pay closer attention. He makes the first. Tonight's game brought to you by Ashley Regional. Ashley Regional provides the most technologically advanced radiology services in northeastern Utah, including the Hawkeye 4 nuclear medicine machine and the 64-slice CT scanner.
All right, let's see if Union can cut this to 4 before the half, if not even more than that.
Boy, nice dribble drive off the glass hard. Nielsen with the putback and 1. 3 the hard way, Brian.
Yeah, that was great concentration. I mean, it's a heck of a miss on this layup right here. You can see Nielsen number 1 with the left hand right here. A little strong, but Nielsen number 2 grabs it and puts it right back in and gets fouled. And there you go, 8 down to 6. It could be 5 here. And Union could cut it to 3 or 1 before halftime.
Misses on that extra point. We'll call it 2 the hard way. You know, Gavin knows. He's played with his cousin long enough to know he didn't have a prayer of making that shot. That's why it was so easy for him.
Oh, that's what I'll tell you.
Boy,
nice
I'll
block.
tell you right now, it's a swap party. Number 2, all by himself, Landon Wynn is just destroying the Utes inside.
See what the Utes do here. They've got the baseline, stumble and fall, but the double team. Ooh, triple team right there, and they're going to call a foul.
Guess who knocked the ball out of his hands again? Landon Wynn. The kid gets up, man. That's Winterton's second foul. Excuse me, third. Well, I haven't been right all night. Why should I start now? 19 fouls for Union, 17 fouls for the Utes. They're both in the bonus. The Utes will be shooting 2 from here on out. Mansfield misses the first. So you had some good minutes from Jury Bettis, who comes back off. And this is I don't know if it's a curious call, but it's certainly a gutsy call with, oh, excuse me, it's not Cushing that came back in, it was Bunderson. Bunderson still can't find the touch close to the rim. Great effort to get the offensive board. Yeah, I thought Bunderson was Cushing for a second, so Bunderson comes in off a nice rest.
Slow it down a bit, minute 14. And a 6-point deficit. Okay, Gavin, elbow. Ooh, off. Rebound, nice rebound.
Tui with a nice board, can't get the putback. You know, and that's what you get in the Tui in the game for, is those hustle points.
Well, forever that hair. Whenever you see that hair on the football field especially, you think Palomalu. And
boy, did you see the save by Bunderson? High up, then he turns in the air and finds his guy. McNamara doesn't airball that 3, but doesn't connect either. 37 seconds left, 23-17.
There he goes.
Quick on the handle, it's an air ball.
And a reach in.
And the reach in foul. Boy, the Braden Nelson, and oh, you hate to see that because he's going for a loose ball, it reaches in, and Bunderson's just a hair quicker. Bunderson's going to go to the line to shoot 2, 23-17. L&L Motor sponsored tonight's game. We want to thank them. L&L Motor, people you know, people who care. You can go to LNLmotor.com, llmotor.com for coupons and daily specials. So on the first end of the free throws, Bunderson comes up short.
2 points for him tonight, but he's taking a host of shots. So that's one thing he'll have to find at halftime is his shooting touch, and it's all mental at this point. That'll help right there a little bit.
Yeah, you get the easy ones, and then the harder ones start to fall. And he's had some looks close to the rim, you know, excepting the one left hand that was high off the glass. The touch hasn't been there, but you know he'll turn it around. With 15 seconds left, looks like the Cougars want to work for the last shot.
Well, let's see if they can get it to 4 or 5.
Oh, looked like could have been a travel. Laturi with the ball. 4 seconds left. Now they've got to shoot.
Perfect.
Oh boy, they had the look they want. The Utes on their home court in the first game of region play, 24-17. They lead the Union Cougars. I want you to stick around for the Jiffy Pawn Shop halftime entertainment. Excuse me, it's the Bigfoot Pro Shop High School halftime performance. Bigfoot Pro Shop, we've got you covered for all your outdoor adventures. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back for the halftime entertainment.
Amplify. On your way to the great outdoors, stop by Bigfoot Pro Shop on North Vernal Avenue. We've got you covered. Bigfoot Pro Shop. Just look for the giant fly in the sky.
Moon Lake Electric has been a staple in the basin for 75 years. And though many things have changed through the years, one thing stays the same: our dedication to keeping the power on and our priority of doing that safely. We now have a Facebook page, which can be accessed through our website, allowing you to receive energy tips, outage reports, personnel changes, and feedback. Moon Lake Electric thanks its members and employees for 75 years of keeping the power on.
Tired of fast food type financial planning, benefits, and insurance plans? At the Advisor Group, we have specialized teams for financial planning, retirement plans, health benefits, and insurance. That's why we're the big city firm of firms for your local and professional needs.
Western Petroleum may have changed their name to Pilot Logistics, but the employees that you have always counted on locally are still the ones here now. Pilot Logistics continues to provide the Uintah Basin with cardlock services, bulk fuels, lubes, and oils, just as they did when they were Western Petroleum. Call 789-1832 for information about the services offered by Pilot Logistics. Western Petroleum would like to thank all of their valued customers for the many years of providing services here in the Uintah Basin and look forward to serving you in the future as Pilot Logistics.
With more towers locally and the only true 4G LTE network in the Uintah Basin, you get more with Strata Networks. Enjoy fewer dropped calls, the basin's fastest and most reliable network, nationwide coverage, and the latest technology that keeps you connected like never before. Visit us in Roosevelt or Vernal, or call us at 622-5007. More speed, more power. 4G LTE, only from Strata Networks. Strata Networks offers advanced voice, internet, wireless, and TV solutions, all from a local company you know and trust. Bundle 3 or more qualifying services with Strata Networks and get 10% off. Start saving today.
Welcome to the third quarter, second half of this rivalry between Roosevelt and Vernal. We've got Union and Uintah High Schools. Uintah's got the home court lead, 24-17, and the ball. And the only difference is they're going left or right now. Bunderson to begin this half. 24-17 though, Mark. 7 points, not bad.
Not bad. He took himself out of the game, Brian, with foul trouble. You know, came out of the game with 5 minutes left in the second period. And, you know, that's not the way to put your print on the game. But with 7 points, I believe that he leads all scorers, even with that foul trouble.
Union trying to get back into this game. They had it pretty close. 2 points after 11-0, then 11-7. So a 7-point run after the initial Uintah point run. 11-point run, I mean. Drive in right there, no good, rebound.
Well, defense, but Gavin Nielsen with the big, oh, we got a travel there. Behind the back, Bunderson all the way up. Loses it out of bounds.
I think we put on the wrong headsets, Mark.
Well, I was wondering, they've got to have it toned to my voice, and since I speak at a very high volume, there's like a little mini earthquake like what happens up in Seattle every time I speak. Oh, and that's going to be a charge, and that's going to be Bunderson's fourth. And,
Cushing.
Excuse me, Cushing, you're right, Cushing, and Cushing comes to the bench. And in comes McNamara. Cushing's taking himself out of the game. He's got to play under control, and that's just excellent defense.
Well, that's 4 fouls by now, isn't it?
4 fouls, 6:52 left. It didn't take another minute into the game for him to pick up a 4th foul.
But if you were to have a definition of a charge, that would be it. That was a very well-placed defender. I mean, I tell you what, you got to have a little bit of control right there.
Oh,
nice defense.
Boy, it is good defense. Gavin Nielsen comes from behind and just knocks that ball out of McNamara's hands. And woo, like a freight train down the middle of the lane. Wow. Braden Nielsen, get out of the way.
So already 2 fouls on Uintah for this quarter, this half. I mean, it counts for both quarters, but.
Quarter and half. That's McNamara's second team foul, as Brian mentioned. Swinging the ball around, looking for a shot.
Inside on the block. You can't get better position than that. Do something.
Yeah, and he should, especially with his athletic ability and ability to get it up. We got a jump ball.
Wow, he had position. He kind of hesitated there.
Baum comes down and takes the ball because he presented it down low. But what Landon Wynn's got to understand is there's nobody in the gym that can jump as high as him. He needs to turn and shoot.
If you wait, I mean, that just gives time for help defense to come.
Playing around the perimeter game, looking for a hole. Nielsen loses his footing.
There you go.
Put up the 3. It doesn't matter. We'll take those points. 24-20. Caden Law. That's his second 3 ball of the game, I believe.
So
has 8 points on the night.
Union playing with a lot of energy right now, and you can see another 3 ball right here.
Law in the corner. Thought he was feeling it.
There you go. See, he grabbed that and he put it immediately up. Where is he? He's at the free throw line. He's got to put those up quick. Quick.
Yeah, even with that, he still did the mistake of bringing that ball. The ball almost touched his ankles. You'll see him come down with this ball. Here goes the shot. And as it is with the 3, it comes off. Look how low the ball comes. It almost touches his ankles. Never bring it below your chin and you score.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he did. And, he got it up there as quick as he could, putting it down at his ankles. But, yeah, he did draw the foul. Otherwise, he's got an automatic 2 points if you didn't bring it down that low. Exactly correct. But both free throws, 1 out of 2. So 24-21.
3-point game. Little mini run here by the Cougars right out of the half. Score 4 points. Utes looking for that first bucket of the half. Bunderson in the corner. Boy, look at that open up. And that's how you do it with the penetration. Boy, and you jump up and you create the contact. Well played by C.J. Baum. Watch this penetration by Bunderson. He gets all the way to the low left block, dumps it off, and by that time it's over because the whole defense is collapsed. Up and off the left side of the iron.
Well, Union definitely came out ready to play. That's what I'll say right now.
Yeah, there was some adjustments made, obviously, at the halftime that have worked. 4-0 run here, and the Utes make the first points of the second half, 25-21. Everyone looking patiently for a shot. So far, it's worked for the Cougars. Good defense by Mansfield, even though Landon Wynn was in good position for a pass.
Nice.
Boy, did you see the drop step there? That's just textbook footwork. He won that with his feet, and Mansfield was helpless to stop it, even though he was in pretty good position.
So a 2-point game.
A little cluttered on the offensive side. Mansfield with a good play gets up, causes foul, gets the contact, and he puts himself on the line.
I'm not sure if he called that when the ball was down by the belt, or when he was shooting? I guess 2 shots. So
yeah, 2 shots are going to give him the shots.
The whistle seemed a little bit early, but you know, when you're playing defense, the last thing you want to do is swat your arm completely across, because to the referee that just opens up the window for an easy call. You got to keep your body contained.
Yeah. You see Mansfield down there, Max Mansfield wearing 23, and I don't know if the cameras have caught it, but there's a 5th grade team that's sitting right behind the Uintah Ute bench, and his little brother, Morgan Mansfield, when we asked him what number he wanted to wear, he goes, I want to wear my brother's number. Number 23. I thought that was pretty cool. These 5th graders are here kind of looking at their idols, these older kids that are playing out here on the court and learning something from them tonight. And the Utes in transition coming the other way. Baum with a nice take. Boy, and I'll tell you what, right now, Jace Wolstenshulme has a legitimate beef right there. I didn't see the contact. It looked like they were running side by side, and he got a lot of the ball. We're going to see it on the replay. Woo!
Well, what I'm seeing is a lot of anticipation whistles. I mentioned that one. I couldn't tell if it was down low or if it was on the shot, because the whistle seemed to happen before the foul really occurred, even though there was a foul. This time, maybe there wasn't. It seems like anticipation whistles. Look at the foul count. We had both teams in the bonus in the first half. We're halfway to the bonus, 4 minutes into the third quarter.
3 teams fouls each. And I'll tell you what, it's been pretty evenly called on both sides. We've been here for 2 games tonight, and the referees have done a good job. We're always on the referees. But that's okay. That's what they get paid for, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. As long as all the expectations are set out there up front. Boy, a terrible pass bailed out there. C.J. Baum just had his hand in the way of a pass that was about 2 feet off its intended target. Boy, nice quick entry pass, but a miss. Coming the other way, Davis pushes it up the court. Bunderson quickly and across the half-court line. McNamara, boy, he gets in there. And you look at McNamara, he doesn't look like the tallest guy out there, but he's a baller. He's getting the shots off. He's doing the things he needs to do. Look at this, where he curls around and gets off a quick shot, even with the trees all around him.
And another quick whistle, another disagreement by Union players. 4 fouls for them already. So far, it hasn't really hurt them either, and the coach knows they need a timeout, so Hankey will call the timeout here.
Tonight's game brought to you by Moon Lake Electric, in operation since 1938, owned by the people they serve. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned. Boy, you know what we're looking in here? Look at the passion down there. We got to get a microphone down there, Brian.
Well, we've always liked Coach Hankey, as we've covered him the last couple of years, especially last year. They did a lot of tributes for his wife. The color green became popular over there at Union last year.
Yeah.
In cancer awareness. And, through everything he's gone through, he's still coaching, he's still being a leader of that team, he's still being there for the young men, and he's got to be commended. And he's coached as long as we can remember. Scott Mansfield's coached as long as we can remember as well. He's been here a great deal of years, so he's got the experience. He knows really what to say. He knows how to coach. And it's obvious when the way his team popped out today to 11-0 run. He knows how to game plan. Now is the time of the game where you really have to make those adjustments. So we'll see what coach makes the adjustments for the rest of this game. It's only a 5-point game, Mark. It really is. And we've seen how quickly that can change.
Yeah, that's a 2-bucket game right there. And the 5 points, even at the end of the game, can evaporate in a couple of poor decisions and a 3-pointer, There
you go. Okay, 6-point game, 29-23.
McNamara with his 2nd point of the night. And here comes the Cougars. Trouble. Gets out of it. Well, Mansfield is playing tough on Landon Wynn. Wynn's got the height advantage, but they're battling for position down there.
Oh,
boy, just too much clutter right there. Just your spacing's off. He's going to have a travel.
I don't know how I feel about that call. I see that called in it. I mean, that they show you film, and I mean, I'm sure as a referee, they show you film. They get you ready for those calls.
Well, you know, and what happens is it's just a little shift of the feet when they go. I don't know.
But could you still consider one a pivot foot? That's where I always have to say, could it really have been that way? 3-point shot missed. Oh.
Whoa. Wow. McNamara does what he has to do. Weston Horrocks with a push-off foul on the rebound, and it'll stay here. That's just a hustle play. McNamara had no real chance at the ball, but look where he comes from. And Horrocks, the reason he got caught with that is his arm was up and it was extended. Bunderson comes across the lane off the glass with the left hand.
3 minutes left, third quarter, and it's the bonus the rest of the way. And 2 shots right here as well.
Yes, 6 fouls, 3 minutes left. That's a big part of the game right now. Bunderson with a nice soft touch there. That's his 4th points of the game. Really balanced scoring for the Utes. Still with 7 points, who hasn't played but 6 minutes of the game right now.
Yeah, you can't turn like that. That's a travel. That's got to be,
Yeah, he's rolling on the ground. But you got to hand it to Bunderson. He shoots that ball, and nobody on the Cougars blocks out the shooters. And the ball's on the ground. He dives in there and gets it. Even though he turns it over with a travel, it's a hustle play. You know, and those hustle plays, you add up the sum total at the end of the game, and usually the team that does that more often wins.
7-point game. It's really calmed down. I mean,
yeah, the noise levels come down. Both teams are a little bit more patient on their half-court sets.
Nice pump fake.
Yeah, pump fake, and he's done it tonight before, and C.J. Baum bit again for the 2nd time. Gavin Nielsen comes down. You don't think he's going to get past you, and he does, and then he just does a little ball fake, gets you up in the air, and then does what he has to do to get the foul.
And you got to hit the free throws to get back in this game, so it's a 6-point game.
30-24. Tonight's game brought to you by Pilot Logistics. Western Petroleum may have a new name, but they are still the same great company you can rely on. Western Petroleum, and he makes both free throws. 5-point game. Quickly to Bunderson.
Nice ball work. Kind of a shot traffic.
Did you see that? Mansfield passes up an open 3, comes in, absorbs the contact, and he's done that on several occasions tonight. Nice touch for his 5th basket. Guess just a couple of occasions tonight. You know where they do the most of their damage is off the left side. Win in the corner, waiting for something to happen. Oh, and they had Wynn coming off free. If that pass could have got through, he would have had nobody there.
Oh, man. That's a great little, I don't know, do you call that a teardrop? It just looked like he just kind of pushed that in, but I'll tell you what, Bunderson's still struggling around the hoop.
He's having a hard night. But, you know, it's the penetration that causes the good things to happen. You know, Davis doesn't score there if Bunderson doesn't break the whole defense down.
That's what you need right there.
Another 3-pointer, 28-34. Good answer. Still a 6-point lead. Utes patiently waiting for their turn here. And you know, they say a team only likes to play defense for so long, and sooner or later it breaks down. And there's the breakdown, and Baum exploits it. Wow.
You called that, buddy. 45 seconds.
36-28. Caden Law up top. He's hit a couple of 3 balls. Down to Wynn. Nice pass. Oh, and probably a better recovery on the pass. Wynn with the nice drive. Law with the drive and the scoop up and in. Now with 20 seconds, the Utes are going to look for the last shot. Eight seconds, that's probably the time to make the move right now. Get it up to McNamara. Ooh. Oh boy, and they had the same thing happen last half. Ball doesn't go in.
But that defense was excellent. He didn't bite on any of that. He kept straight up. And although Mansfield didn't necessarily like the fact that, number one, he missed it, number two, it was partially blocked, or even he maybe did hit his hand.
But it
was great defense.
Law of verticality, Win with great defense. With that, we're going to take a short break and hear a word from our sponsors.
Support for VTV's high school sports coverage is provided by Ashley Regional, CrossFit Avenue, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Electric, Pilot Logistics Services, and the Advisor Group.
With more towers locally and the only true 4G LTE network in the Uintah Basin, you get more with Strata Networks. Enjoy fewer dropped calls, the basin's fastest and most reliable network, nationwide coverage, and the latest technology that keeps you connected like never before. Visit us in Roosevelt or Vernal, or call us at 622-5007. More speed, more power. 4G LTE, only from Strata Networks.
Well, back in, and we've got Elmo in the crowd with the Uintah Ute Crazies. And you look at some of the pants they're wearing. I don't know if they're going to show the kid in the red and white plaid pants or not. I think they're coming up to him right about now, maybe. There he is. That takes a lot of courage to go out of the house in red and white plaid, doesn't it? Can't tell with my excellent vision. I can't tell if that's a girl or a guy, but
no, I know who that is. She played basketball back in the 8th grade year. Back when I coached 7th grade. I want to say McClellan or something like that. She's always been like that. She's got the confidence to be able to go out and do those things.
Yeah, it looks like something you'd wear on the golf course in the 70s. But the Tui with nice quick hands. Oh boy, look how quick his hands are. He's come in for a little change of pace on the defensive side. Look how quick his feet are. The Utes just waiting, but Gavin Nielsen coming like a freight train.
There you go.
And there's 2 points.
That's how you do it.
Boy, with 2 guys riding him on the left and right side, he kept his balance and got it up off the glass. 32-36.
No back door. They were looking for that the whole time.
Yeah, look for it. They've had it at several occasions tonight. Bunderson's got to be careful. He picked up that dribble before he was ready. That could lead into trouble. Still looking. Timeout by Coach Mansfield. Tonight's game brought to you by L&L Motor. People you know, people who care. Become a fan and like L&L on Facebook, and you can be entered in on their drawings. What if we could get you know how they do the pass, punt, and kick?
You should do the lay, free, and 3.
Hey, I like that. We'll have to talk to him. Maybe I can get a sponsor. Maybe get my own sponsor. The Mark Mason lay, free, and 3 presented by L&L Motor. L&L Motor, thanks for sponsoring tonight's game. In the timeout, and I don't know, Mansfield's got the timeout, 6:48 with a 4-point lead. They've been in a lot of close ones, and they sure want to come home with one. Bunderson, Cushing, Bettis, McNamara, and number 5, C.J. Baum, come back in for the Cougars. It's Ty Winterton, Landon Wynn, Gavin Nielsen, and Caden Law
Boy, Cushing's said a lot today, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he's kind of taking himself out of the flow of the game. Woo, that was crazy. Latui comes over, and that just looked like an awkward hit.
Well, that's what happens when you go hard. He's going hard, and you know what?
Oh, my. Latui bent him in half. C.J. Baum coming through hard, but he took a shot. Didn't affect his free throw, though. Baum with his 8th point of the night. He has 2 fouls. And he makes the 2nd.
It's going to come down to free throws because Uintah is going to be in the bonus the whole way.
Yeah, and Uintah only has 14 fouls, so they have plenty to give right now. Back to the corner, Latui drives, goes for the reverse. Boy, 2 guys on the deck, no whistle. Cushing loses it, and that's going to be a travel. Cushing's bringing it up, and I understand what's going on here, but it's not been his night. He's got to find his one and get him the ball. You can't afford a turnover when you got a 6-point lead, Brian, 6 minutes left. And Bunderson's got to be the guy saying, get me the ball. Nielsen's been the workhorse all night. Doesn't get that jumper to go. Bunderson with the rebound.
Uintah pushing it like they do. Look at that. Baseline open. He traveled.
Boy, and yeah, Cushing's, with those fouls in the short minutes, and he's not mentally there, and you can see he's frustrated.
Well, that was a great collapse. He tried to take baseline maybe to come up underneath or even come up on the front side, but he was triple team once he get down there. So
3-pointer, I'll tell you right now, from the corner, Ty Winterton. And it's the one shot you can't afford to give up. 35-38. Here come the Cougars.
Look at the cuts right there.
Oh, boy, that was a gorgeous cut, even though he missed it. Jerry Bettis with a beautiful cut and a nice touch on the pass. Winterton with the ball fake.
Look at that. It's going to be a 1-point game.
Win, yep, 1-point game. 37-38. 5:09 left. A little 5-0 run here from the Cougars. McNamara with a nice take, can't get it to go. He gets up, and it's going to be a jump ball.
It's gone.
He and Ty Winterton went up high for it.
Union ball.
Possession arrow goes to Union.
That's the way to play defense. They're not going for those big swats anymore. They're kind of sitting there. Uintah's trying to draw a lot of fouls. The refs have actually tightened things up a little bit since we made that comment about 4 minutes into the third when it was off the charts, fouls both ways. It's kind of evened out now.
Ball moving from side to side. Oh, nice quick hands, McNamara. And that's going to go off the Cougars. They're saying Ty Winterton touched the ball. He's incensed. He didn't touch it, he doesn't say. Boy, and it's close. I can see where he thought that he did touch it. But quite honestly, in the high definition, you see it. And the referees are getting just crucified down there by the Roosevelt head coach. And they said, we called what we saw. Well, lucky break for the Utes.
Well, the referee he's arguing with wasn't the one who made the call. It's the opposite one. But, you think a player's not running after the ball all the way, then he obviously didn't touch it. If he touched it, he'd be going after it, not willing to take the chance.
Yeah, or they do the really guilty thing of raising their arms up like they didn't touch it. It's like the pass interference call. Defensive back puts his hands in the air. I didn't touch him. Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah. You just told me you did, But in that case, you're right. Winterton just casually let it go by. What you see here on the television, the VTV Channel 6 Strata WebView 2014 boys and girls basketball coverage.
We're right back here Friday.
Friday, we're going to have Morgan at Uintah. January 21st, Morgan at Union, and Morgan can play. I look forward to that February 26th game all year. Duchesne at Altamont. We've got Tabiona And Tavione always plays an interesting, fun game. And look back will be over at Uintah for February 4th for the Uintah at Union rematch, 7 p.m. Make sure you watch it live on Strata WebView at www.strata.tv. And a reminder that we will rebroadcast all the games on VTV Cable Channel 6, High Definition 706 Wednesday evening. Visit our website, VTV Channel 6, for the season broadcast schedule and coverage details. Coming into more of a trap defense here. Nielsen gets through it, and a nice pass, but boy, what a block from behind.
That was an anticipation block. He knew that was going to happen. And I tell you what, he put his hand up there before the Union player went toward the basket, but he had nowhere else to go. He had to go up with that shot.
C.J. Baum, what might turn out to be one of the key plays of the game, because it sure looked to me that Landon Wynn was going to score a sure 2 points. And like you say, anticipated where the ball was, got up to the highest point and blocked it off the backboard.
Well, and that was the difference between Uintah maybe extending their lead and losing the lead. So it was an important part of the game. Not only a big play, but a very important part of the game.
And Mansfield cool as the other side of the pillow, steps up to the line and just sends it home. 2-point lead, 39-37. Mansfield for the second on the 1-and-1. He gets them both. Boy, yeah, you're talking about a 4-point swing right there. All on the play of C.J. Baum on the block. Coming around the trap. Oh, and we got a travel. Winterton with the little jab step, but drags his pivot foot.
I don't know. Did he drag it? Did you think he did?
Tough call. You look at it, and he may have moved it a little bit. But quick on the whistle, going the other way, and here come the Utes. Working a lot of those screens down low.
Nice.
Mansfield gets blocked, but comes up. No, does not come up with the ball. Winterton does. Boy, and talk about a nice block by Landon Wynn, and he's had several tonight. Down to the corner to Latui.
Tie up the game. Here it goes, Mark. It's good.
Oh, he hit it. You were looking down the barrel and called it before it got there. 40-40, 3:26 left. The Cougars have tied the game.
Now this is a game. I'll tell you what, 40-40, under 4 minutes left.
Patience, and here he comes. Oh, off his leg. Winterton comes up with it. They got numbers. It's 3-on-1.
Well, not quite time for the bonus, so that's a good foul.
Yes.
It stops the progression of the transition offense. 3-on-2 is what it was. And they would have scored if he got that pass off. That's a great foul right there.
It is a great foul, especially in a tie ball game. 3 minutes left. Both teams will be shooting free throws on any fouls from this point. .40 in to win. Catches it at its highest point. What defense by Baum. Wynn gets the rebound back up to Winterton.
You got to love being an opposing player, having them scream at you when the fans are a little bit nervous right now.
Oh, and I'll tell you what, Landon Wynn with a nice post play, banks it off the glass. 42-40, Union leads the game.
Mark, the momentum is all for Union right now. It's only a 2-point game, but they have all the momentum, and the fans know it, the players know it. They got to take some time here, break down this defense, and tie this game. Look who finds his big.
Oh, man, he had a look, and it bounced off the rim 4 or 5 times before ultimately failing. Coming back the other way, 2:17 left. Union leads 42-40.
I was just about to say, look who found his bucket, but golly, that's been the night for Bunderson right there.
Yeah, the story of the night. Here comes the defense from the Utes. The Cougars trying to bleed clock. 2 minutes left. Latui gets the ball.
They might as well bleed it all, to be honest. Everything's a bonus from here except for a 5-point lead.
Oh, Ty Winterton with the big 3 ball. Winterton has 9 points on the night.
I'll tell you what, it's the momentum. The whole team shoots better when they have the momentum. Is this a timeout? Okay, it is. It's a time. Nope. It is a foul? I don't know what's going on. Oh, timeout.
Timeout, full timeout.
Well, he starts holding up his hands like he's calling a foul.
Well, yeah, he does the motion that says foul. And boy, Winterton, 9 points, all from beyond the arc. And
wow.
You're right about that momentum shift, 45-40. And the Utes, a little bit of trouble right here. 1:38 left. What's going to happen coming out of the timeout? Tonight's game brought to us by CrossFit Avenue. No matter your fitness level, if you have the desire, CrossFit can train you. Make sure you see the CrossFit on North Vernal Avenue in Vernal, hence the name CrossFit Avenue.
All right, Uintah, you need a big shot, right? Oh,
yeah,
that's
there's a travel, and yep.
That's the same call. You know, sometimes I don't like it. That time I definitely knew what was going on.
Yeah, you could see the little skip with the left foot.
Oh, draw that foul. There you go.
Goodness.
Just
if you're going to foul him, I guess you might as well just roll over the top of him and steamroll him. And Jansen Davis holds up his hands, but he ran him over from behind.
The players did good at separating them, but I didn't think there was anything nasty there. I thought that was just good old hard hustle, and I think both players understand that.
Yep.
But in rivalry games, you always got to be careful. Now, these are big free throws. This could seal the game right here.
Nielsen.
No, yes.
Makes the first. Boy, he sure tried to convince me it was coming out, but he rolled it around and got it in. 6-point lead.
Okay, now watch this. It's just good old hustle. He's just coming across. He's trying to play some defense. He makes a cut in front of him. There's nothing nasty. There's nothing nasty right there. Just good old hard hustle.
Short on the second. But, I thought Gavin Nielsen was going to come up with that. Passes it up. The Utes have got to score here. This is the time.
Don't waste time. There you go. Shoot that three. McNamara. Oh, good rebound, Bunderson.
Timeout, Coach Mansfield.
Right as he was calling that timeout, I'm not so sure Bunderson didn't step out of bounds, but the ref is already making the call.
Yeah.
That was probably a very well-timed timeout.
We're going to keep it here. We're just going to talk about our sponsors from here. The Advisor Group, financial planning, benefit packages, insurance or retirement plans. We have a specialized team to help meet your needs. We are the firm of firms, the Advisor Group.
Well, with the team that Uintah feels like they have both on the girls and the boys side, this gym is packed. And the girls' sophomore game next door just got over, so everybody's waiting in the corners, watching this game. Love a close game like this, but 70 seconds, 6 points.
6-point game, and you said it before, the Utes and the Cougars have played each other for so many years. There's no surprises out here. It's who can do it better, who can perform better. 6-point game, 1:10 left. The Utes have got to get points on the board on this possession.
Well, if you want to do the math, from 11-0, the Utes have been outscored 46-29. So the shift happened early in the first quarter. It just took a while before Union got their first lead of the game. And now you can tell they have the momentum. Everything's just flowing their way. Uintah's got to hit a big shot here or they're in trouble.
Ball in.
There you go. You got it.
Get it to Bunderson. He's not looking for a shot. He's 5 feet off of him. He's got to shoot that if he gets the chance. Baum, dribble, drive. Can't get it to go. Cougars with the ball. Gavin Nielsen dribbling. Gets it up. Boy.
Well, the refs let a few things go, and that's okay with me.
Caden Law with the ball, and that's going to put him on the line. Right now, Law has 13 points.
Good no call on that drive. Union defenders are standing straight up, moving with them, moving with the body. Watch this. I mean, Union defenders, look at them stand straight up. There's no call there.
If anything, it's an offensive foul. You're right. It's a good, in this case, no call because Union does come up with the ball. Coming the other way, 46-40 on the line.
And if I have to say that an adjustment was made, there was just a reteaching of how important it is to stand straight up. We've seen them kind of get careless with some of their long swats and all that. But there must have been some talk. Just stand there. let Uintah drive in, because obviously they're having a hard time hitting those runners right now. And it's continued through the entire game that Uintah's had a hard time hitting those running layups.
Makes the first, Caden Law.
And once you see that in an opponent, once you see the weakness, then you don't do them any favors. Look at, there's been one foul called on Union this entire quarter.
Period. Yeah. He makes the second. He leads all scorers with 15. 51 seconds. The Utes have got to do it here. Bunderson's not looking to score from outside. He goes in and misses another. The Cougars with the rebound. And all around the court, Braden Nielsen goes. Where he stops, everyone knows. On the free throw line he goes. For two, 48-40, and the wheels have fallen off the Ute wagon.
Like any good rivalry, now the team winning is standing up. The other team fans are quiet. There was so much confidence over there at the beginning of the game, and now it's completely shifted with about 2.5, 3 minutes left in this game.
$49-40, and now the points are easy from the free throw line.
Well, we gave Uintah ladies kudos earlier tonight for getting about the 50-point mark.
Hey, here we go.
You can see how hard it is. The boys are barely getting to it.
And Nielsen makes the second. That's his 8th point of the game. 40 seconds left. To the corner, Jerry Bettis. Off the iron. Rebound. And it's a scrum down low. Jace Wolstenhume comes up with the ball, but we have a loose ball foul, and I believe Jace Wolstenhume's going to shoot free throws.
No,
I think we're going to stay here.
He's the one that was called, and I believe that's his 5th.
Yeah, and he's hot right now.
Well, yeah, he knows it, though. He knows he's out of the game. But you know what? Good job. I mean, 34 seconds left. He played a heck of a game. Your team's solidified this victory. No need to get upset.
Well, before you say victory, 10 points, he makes 2 here, maybe a steal and a layup, and then a couple of 3 bombs.
Well, you are the optimistic, Mark.
Yeah, that might be a little too optimistic. Let's see what can happen here at the free throw line.
Wow, I know there's some very unhappy folks. But this has been a heck of a game, and Union has really, really turned it on this 4th quarter.
Makes the first. Boy, you can hear the gym. It's really quiet right now.
You got it. Okay, good.
Bounces up and in. Now it's can you make your free throws. Oh, we got a good trap in the corner. They got a timeout.
30 seconds even.
Tonight's game brought to us by Ashley Regional Medical Center. They have 2 locations, Vernal and Roosevelt. The Roosevelt Clinic offers full services, lab, x-ray, women's health, including OB services. See the fine folks down at Ashley Regional. I want to remind everyone that DVD and Blu-ray copies to tonight's game are available. Go to vtvchannel6.com or call 781-1902 for a copy today.
Well, Mark, we're back here Friday night. Morgan is going to be playing both the girls and the boys, and that's our last visit to Uintah High School.
Well,
that we're going to see them play at Union, but that's the last visit to Uintah High School this year. So tune in this Friday, 5:15 for the girls. That's Mountain Standard, of course, 7 o'clock for the boys. Or just make sure to check the schedule and check the replay out on VTV Channel 6, 706 high definition.
Yeah, and talking about those games, they do stream, thanks to the sponsorship of Jiffy Pawn Shop, on the Strata WebView live stream at www.strata.tv. 8 points, 30 seconds left, and there goes the long ball, Gavin Nielsen. Oh, he touched it. Oh, I thought he touched it because he did the guilty hands in the air.
Well, then again, you got to believe that he would run after it, because he actually could have gotten that and still kept it in bounds, in my opinion, if he ran. But he's just like, whatever, we'll just inbound it on this side. There you go, keep away, corner shot. Why not? Okay, 20 seconds. Oh, it's such a helpless feeling at this point.
And the clock's not running on our screen. The correct time right now is 17.8 seconds. And to take 13 seconds, 13 precious seconds off without even being able to get a foul. Ty Winterton on the line. Ty Winterton has 9 points, 3 big three-pointers. And it was his threes that changed the momentum of the game.
Yes, they were, especially when they had just a 2-point lead and it put it 45-40. That's when you knew Uintah was going to pull away.
Makes the second 9-point lead.
Okay, 15 seconds.
Yeah, Bunderson clearly doesn't want to shoot the three-pointer.
Oh, stays Uintah. Look at that. He's stumbling out of bounds and throws it right off Winterton.
Could have been a foul, but Jansen Davis with a good hustle play right off the chest of Winterton. And here comes the inbounds play. What do they got? Bettis is tightly. Oh, wow, the foul by Gavin Nielsen on a three-pointer. Well, that's a mental blunder if I've seen one, but with 7.7 seconds left, I don't think it's going to matter, but it does put Jerry Bettis on the line.
All right, 51-42. What a game, though, Mark.
Boy, you're talking about at the 4-minute mark being tied. And now the free throws won't go for the Utes. 7.7 seconds left. For the second of 3, Bettis up, makes the second. 8-point lead. Both teams in the double bonus. Makes the third. Get the ball into Winterton. Quick foul.
Oh. 7-point game, 6 seconds.
That's Bunderson's second. .9 seconds left. 7 points. If he makes this, there's no chance. Even if he misses, it's a long shot at best. Boy, and the iron is kind to the Cougars right now, and that pretty much seals it. Special thanks to the high school administration and coaching staff tonight, Brian, for their coordination and helping us make this coverage possible. I always like to come here to the Uintah facility. They take care of us while we're here.
Nice tip.
Oh, boy, the tip in by Jerry Bettis as the time runs out. That's going to make the final score 53-46. The Cougars come onto the Utes' home court, and after trailing most of the game with some big three-pointers from Ty Winterton, they steal one on the Utes' home court.
Well, you know Uintah's got it circled on the next date that these two are playing, February 4th in Roosevelt at Union High School. Uintah feels like they were robbed. They felt like 11-0. They came out with this incredibly good lead, and before you knew it, in the middle of the fourth quarter, Union just got hot at the right time. Uintah knows they got to play a full 32 minutes next time.
They sure do. I want to thank the camera operators and the folks down on the booth. We have camera operators Danny McKenna, Kylie Moore, and Devin Allred. Graphics are Dave Ryan. Audio and instant replay, Tyler Rasmussen. Network engineer, live stream, Brent Simmons. Director, producer, Super Dale Allred. And with me tonight was Brian Baldwin. I'm Mark Mason. So from the Uintah Ute facility here in Vernal, Utah, final score 53-46. Thanks to all our sponsors, and thanks to the viewers for watching. Tune in with us Friday for the games Morgan at Uintah. Have a great night, folks.
Support for VTV's high school sports coverage is provided by Ashley Regional, CrossFit Avenue, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Electric, Pilot Logistics Services, and the Advisor Group.